Hi friends, I'm Jessie. Welcome to the Yoga Vibe 585 Yoga channel. My pronouns are they, them. If we've never practiced together, hello, welcome. I've been a yoga asana teacher since 2013. I am a tarot reader and an artist, and I like making little videos on YouTube to practice with you. So we're gonna do some seated stuff today. We'll get up into down dog. We'll do a lunge or two, but really we're going to stay closer to the mat and get into the hips, the legs, and the low back. So we'll start with a seated grounding. Grab a blanket. We're going to need a blanket and 2 blocks today. Grab your blanket. You can fold it up as many times as is helpful so that when you sit on your blanket, you can cross your ankles in like a sukhasana, or you can let your legs come forward of one another. And like a siddhasana. And we'll take a few moments to get all the way here. Let your hands rest on your legs. If you need to bring like a prop under a leg, or if you have more blankets around you or a bolster, help yourself to whatever helps you get comfortable. Let your hands relax on your legs, in your lap. Maybe bring your palms together in front of your heart or stack them on your chest. Allow your eyes to close if that's comfortable. Sigh out big. Invite your breath to slow down. Invite your awareness to join with your breath. And pay attention as you fill up with air and release it back out. Just one more moment of intention to just be where we are, to show all the way up. Every pose we come into, every asana is an invitation to do exactly this. It just gets more complicated the more complicated what we're doing is. Release your chin towards your chest. Open your eyes. Lift your head. And we'll get started. Come all the way up to your hands and knees. Bring your blanket under your kneecaps at any point during practice, even if I don't say it explicitly. Bring your shoulders over your wrists, hips above the knees. And then arch your back towards the ceiling. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Cat. Inhale, belly towards the floor, head and tailbone towards the sky. Move back and forth a few times. Release that movement. From tabletop, step your right foot back behind you, toes tucked under. Stretch your heel away from your head. Breathe deep. And then reach your left hand forward. So right leg is back, left arm is forward. Think about hugging all of the muscles in your torso towards your spine. Hug your arm bone in, reach back through your heel. One more big full round of breath, and then release. Sit back on your heels, roll out your wrists, take a recovery breath. Second side. Come forward to tabletop, step your left foot back, toes tuck under. Reach your right arm forward. Breathe deep. Think long and strong. Try to let your arm be alongside your ear. Neck is neutral, so maybe you're looking at the floor or a little in front of your hand. That's it. One more big breath. And then release. Hand and knee to the floor. Sit back. Roll your wrists out and come up into downward facing dog. From tabletop, scoot your knees back a few inches, tuck your toes under, lift your hips, and let your head hang. In downward facing dog, you want long, strong arms and a long, strong spine. Your knees can be bent here. So I like to imagine I was loading a spring. I'm pushing into my arms. I'm reaching my hips up and back. And then when I get length in my shoulders and low back, I'm going to push back through the heels and straighten the legs a little more. But straightening the legs is not the goal. So just feel around in this shape. Lift your right leg up into the air and just stretch. Maybe you point your toe or roll your ankle around. You could stack your hips and open your pelvis to the right, or close the hips out and kind of cross your right leg back behind you. Take a deep breath in, look forward, exhale. Draw your knee into your nose and step your right foot all the way up. Lower your back knee to the floor. Lift your chest and shoulders. Anjaneyasana. Bring the type of intention you had just sitting in the beginning of class here to this shape. Breathe deep. One more deep, full breath in, and then exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, hands and knees. Low plank. So don't think tabletop, think like one long line from the tops of your knees out through your spine. Low belly draws in and up. Bend your elbows. Lower yourself into a low cobra. Roll the heads of your arm bones back. Push into the tops of your feet. Inhale, lift your chest and shoulders. Lift your hands. Hug the muscles along your spine towards each other in the middle. Push into your feet. And then exhale. Release. Push into your hands, tuck your toes, and lift your hips back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Big breath. Lift your left leg. Stretch. Maybe stack and open or just kind of crawl around. Explore one leg up. And then square your hips off. Deep breath in. Exhale, left knee to nose. Step your left foot up. Lower your right knee down. And lift your head, chest, and shoulders. Anjaneyasana. Back toes can be tucked under or foot can be flat. Either way, push into your back foot and lean back behind you. Open up through the front side of your body. One more big breath. And then exhale. Hands come down. Step back. Low plank. So knees are on the floor. If you're shaking, you're doing this right. One more big breath. And then bend your elbows and come onto the floor. Bring your forehead to the mat. Interlace your hands behind your back or hold your hands alongside your body if hand clasp ain't working. Roll over to the side a little bit. Shrug your shoulder blades onto your back. Push into the tops of the feet. Lift your head and shoulders. Try to reach your knuckles towards your feet. One more big breath. And then release. Take a recovery breath or two on the floor. And then push up to child's pose. It was kind of like the peak activity for this practice as far as like flowing movement is concerned. So come down into child's pose. Toes together, knees apart. Hips back towards your heels, arms out in front. Walk yourself up. Bring your knees together. Sit back towards your feet with your hips. You're going to crawl your arms on a diagonal. I'm crawling mine over to the right here. And I'm going to try to keep my left hip back towards my feet. So I'm pushing down and back. I'm hugging my knees together, reaching back through the left outer hip. Maybe even crawl your fingertips forward more. Help yourself up and over the other way. So hips stay low, arms crawl out to the side and away. This should be maybe feeling kind of in your QL, in your outer hip. Anywhere else you're feeling it, even up into the arm and shoulder, it's all good. Come all the way back through center. Nice job. We're going to stretch our feet here in toes pose. So you're going to come up to your hands and knees and tuck all your toes under on the mat. I like to even kind of lift my hips like this to get them under. You can keep your feet and ankles together. You can bring your feet as far apart as you need to. You can either sit back on your heels and try to just settle in here. You can also keep your hands on the blocks or the floor and just push back. Equally good stretch with less pressure. Take 3 deep, full rounds of breath, wherever you are. And then come up, flatten the tops of your feet, sit your hips back, Vajrasana. So sitting on your heels, tops of the feet flat, toes back. You can always put a blanket or a block under your butt. Bring your right hand to the floor, reach your left arm up, push the ground away, and try to sit your hips down like we did in that side bending child's pose. Reach up and over, maybe bring your bottom shoulder under and forward. And then come all the way up and switch sides. Reach up. Oh, sorry, that's loud. And lean over. Come on up and back. Nice job. We are coming into Malasana. We're taking a squat. So come up to your feet. You're gonna have your legs as wide apart as you like or need to lower down with your feet flat on the floor. Arms inside the legs or in front of them. And if coming down onto your heels is not working, feel free to fold or roll a blanket to bring your heels all the way down onto something. If you feel stable and safe and you're interested, close your eyes again. And take a little internal look at what it has been like to stir things up on purpose, to move things around and watch what happens. And what happens when you ask yourself to just stay and watch? There's not a right or wrong answer, by the way. One more deep breath. And then forward fold. Bring your hands down. Lift your hips up. If you're on the blanket, step off of it. Grab your blocks. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Any variation that you like. Let your head hang. Shift your weight over your hips. Just like in down dog, your legs being totally straight doesn't mean you're going to get the best stretch necessarily. So find a place where your upper back can release, your head and neck can be heavy, and your legs can be long and strong, not necessarily straight and stiff. That's never good, you know what I mean? And then push into your feet. Come all the way up to stand. Reach your arms overhead for a breath or two. And release. Tadasana, mountain pose. So here, standing up, kind of shake it out. Bring your feet underneath your pelvis. Bring your shoulders over your hips, your head over your tailbone. Arms alongside your body. Hands active, but not tense. And see if you can simultaneously tune into the feeling of pushing down and standing up. Your spine here is at neutral, but there's still natural curve. So as you push down and stand up, the different parts of your back will react differently. You'll notice them engage and disengage kind of at their own pace. They kind of pass things around. Let's see if you can add some ease into whatever efforting you've got going on. If you can just be both and here. And come on out. We're going to sit down in Dandasana. Ooh, they're on my knees. Staff pose. If you want to sit on your blanket again or have your blocks nearby for this seated sequence, I'll cue it as needed, but help yourself. We're going to start in Dandasana, which is staff pose. So we were just in Tadasana, which was like 180 degrees. We were just standing neutral. And now, we have folded ourselves 90 degrees, a quarter of the way. So here in this Dandasana, we are now asking more of this dynamic tension in the body by decreasing the angle between your thighs and your torso. Bring your hands alongside your body. Sit up nice and tall. Think about Tadasana. Spread your feet. Imagine the ground beneath you. Breathe your head tall. Imagine that root to rise sensation we experienced there. Oh, maybe you could hear my tummy on the microphone. And then go ahead and release. All right, the next stage, we're gonna bend our knees. Come up onto your heels. So feet are gonna stay active, like Dandasana, and you're gonna cramp your style. You're gonna try to get your belly and thighs touching. Hands are gonna come to the blocks, to the floor, fingertips, nice and active. Think Tadasana spine, but push your legs and your torso together. Get really tall. It's hard. You're doing great. It's not you, it's the pose. Let it work on you a little. Let it just be the way it is. Reach up and try to find your big toes or hold your ankles. Take a deep breath in and then try to keep your belly to your legs and walk yourself down into Paschimottanasana. Next stage, think Tadasana. Push your feet forward. Oh, reach the crown of your head up. Elbows can bend out side to side. Thighs and torso smush. And then come all the way up and lay all the way onto your back. Back in Tadasana. Shavasana. No, we're not doing Shavasana quite yet, but that's kind of the idea. Rebend your knees. Come all the way over to one side and help yourself up. Oh, well, whatever. Come up to your knees. We skipped something, but I guess that wasn't really in the plan. Grab your blanket for under your knees. Have your blocks at the ready if you'd like. We're coming into Ustrasana, camel pose. So your toes can be tucked under or your feet can be flat. I'm gonna tuck my toes under today. That's where your blocks can come, is to like the outsides of your ankles. And then your feet can be wider than your knees here. Bring your hands on your hips, fingertips down. Roll the heads of your arm bones back. Push into your feet, think Tadasana. Get longer through the spine. Curl your chest and shoulders back. Stand down into your legs. And then reach your hands back for your feet. Let your head rest back on your traps. Push down into the ground. Take one more deep, full breath. And then one hand at a time. Head's the last thing to lift. Come on up. Flatten the tops of your feet. And sit your hips back. All right. Grab your blanket. We're going to sit on it again. This time we're coming into Sukhasana. So you're going to cross at your ankles or shins. Yep. Have your left shin in front of the right shin. The first thing we're going to do is fold forward. So you can have your blocks in front of you or your hands down. Crawl your hands forward, reach your hips back, and tuck your chin. And walk yourself up and bring your hands over to the left. So left leg is in front, hands are to the left. Crawl yourself over. And then keep your left hand down and reach your right arm up. Open your chest and side body. Come back up to seated and switch sides. So cross your right leg in front of the left one. Get yourself seated on the blanket and crawl yourself forward. Tuck your chin, reach your hips back, crawl your hands forward. Breathe deep. Help yourself come over to the side. So right leg is in front, hands are to the right. Keep reaching your hips back. Push down into your right hand. Reach your left arm up and overhead. Stretch your side bodies, reach your hips down. And then come all the way back up. Nice job. We're going to bring our feet together, knees apart, Baddha Konasana. Bring your blocks under either outer leg. So on your calf and outer thigh, and kind of wedge them in there so that you can push down into the blocks with your legs. Push your feet together. Sit up tall. Think Dandasana. So push your feet together like you were in Tadasana. Breathe deep. And then from here, hinge at your hips. Walk your hands forward, forward fold. So doing a little Baddha Konasana. I might have called it Supta Baddha Konasana before, but it is not. Just regular old bound angle. Lift back up. We're going to bring our feet forward and then wider apart. You can move your blocks back underneath your legs now and kind of maybe readjust them. I kind of angled mine. And then same thing. Sit up tall. Whew, let the legs relax. Breathe deep. And then we're going to fold forward. Crawl your hands in front of you or even maybe out to the side a little bit. Imagine your feet were touching each other. Push into the pinky edges of your feet. Push your legs into the blocks. Let your head and shoulders come down. And walk yourself back up. Bring your legs back together and give a little one of these windshield wipers. Sorry, couldn't think of what they were called. We're coming onto our back. So move your blocks out of the way. When I lay on my back, I like to use my blanket under my head, but feel free to use the blanket or any other props you like to get comfortable on the floor. We're just going to take a little Supta Hasta Padangusthasana, hand to big toe pose on our back. So start with your knees bent and feet on the floor. Bring your right knee into your chest. And just take a moment here. Push your left foot into the floor. Draw your right knee in. Reach your tailbone forward and down. Maybe that lifts your low back off the mat a little. That might be interesting. And then from here, either reach up for your big toe with your fingers or hold the pinky edge of your right foot or grab behind your thigh, whichever one is better for you. Think about that Paschimottanasana here. So with your left knee still bent and your foot on the floor, bend your right knee and try to get your thigh and belly together. Yeah, reach your tailbone forward and down, and then try to keep your belly and thigh touching and extend your leg more. Ooh. If you're still sensory seeking here, you could straighten your left leg. Oh my gosh, on the ground. And increase this angle. Increase like the complexity of what is being asked of your body. That's it. One more deep breath. And then release your leg. Lower both legs down on the ground. Breathe deep. Rebend your knees, feet on the floor. Second side. Keep your right foot down, bring your left knee into your chest. Hug in close. Hug your leg towards your body. Push your right foot down. Try to reach your tailbone away from your face. Yeah. And then stay here or grab your leg anywhere. Come into this hand to big toe pose variation. Bend your knee a little, push into the right foot more. Try to bring your thigh and torso together. And then kick your leg back and up. You can stay here with the right leg or stretch it out in front of you. Take a few more deep, full breaths. And release. Let your left leg come down to meet the right. Shavasana, for real this time. Our final relaxation pose for class. If you are comfortable on the floor as you are, stay. If you have props that you'd like to use or positions you'd prefer to be in to rest more comfortably, help yourself. I'm personally going to rest in what's sometimes called a constructive rest pose. So I'm going to bring my feet on the floor, knees bent. I'm going to drop my knees into the middle so they're touching, and then just walk my heels out a little so that they stay internally rotated and resting. It's just what my body feels like, what it needs right now. You pick what's best for you. Take a few rounds of full exhalation. Maybe even flutter your lips or make an audible sound. If you're wearing glasses, you can take them off, put them someplace safe. And we'll take a few minutes to be where we are and rest. If you don't have anything else to do right now, you could just turn the video off or set a timer or put on a song and just relax. But if you're ready to come up, stretch your arms out overhead behind you, stretch your legs out in front of you, take a big top to bottom stretch. And then bring your knees up into your chest. Maybe rock around a little bit. Roll all the way over to your right side. And just pause curled up in a ball in a little fetal position with your head and shoulders down towards the floor. Use your hands to help yourself up. And we'll end exactly as we began, in a comfortable seat. One of my teachers calls this moment in class the airlock between experiences. A moment to practice yoga, truly, to practice connection and intention, to being more with yourself as you are, so that you can be more with the world as it is. So you can show up more wholeheartedly in everything that you do, from a place that is rooted in awareness of you. Your limited nature is the doorway to limitlessness. And so whatever happened, just take a moment to thank yourself and to honor whatever experience you had. Our practice is never just one way. It is the way. Bring your hands together in front of you and rub your palms together. Get them nice and hot. Feel energy moving through your form. And then take your hands, push them over your eyes or on your cheekies, over your ears, anywhere else that feels good. Maybe give yourself a little hug. And thank you all so much for practicing with me wherever you are today. Hail yourselves, yogis. Namaste.